Let's talk some politics, shall we? With CNN contributors LZ Granderson and Anna Navarro. How I missed you guys. So good to see you.
Hey, Don.
Hey. LZ is a senior writer for ESPN. Anna is a Republican strategist. You guys doing okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay. So.
A little cold.
Where are you? Are you in Florida?
In Miami, cold? But it's all of 55 degrees right now, and we are freezing.
Oh, Crimea River.
Boo-hoo, it's 55. Oh, break out your long johns and fur coats, please, Anna. All right, so let's talk about John
Haters.
McCain. John McCain has been in the middle of everything lately, from the Benghazi debate to the nomination of his old friend Chuck Hagel, perhaps now former friend, to be a defense secretary. He hit both topics hard this morning on Meet the Press. Here he is referring to the cover-up over Benghazi.
You said there's a cover-up. A cover-up of what? I'm just asking you, a cover-up of what?
Of the information concerning the deaths of 4 brave Americans. The information has not been forthcoming. You can obviously believe that it has. I know that it hasn't, and I'll be glad to send you a list of the questions that have not been answered.
LZ, is he correct? Is there a White House cover-up when it comes to the 9/11 attack on our consulate in Benghazi, Libya?
Well, he sure seems to think so. And I don't know why he is so, hell-bent on trying to find more answers after we've gotten, I think, pretty much everyone who was directly involved with what happened in Benghazi already on the record. I really am just wondering if he's just doing this to try to shore up his cred as far as being the military's voice and wanting to make sure that the servicemen and women understand that he will fight for them every step of the way. But other than that, I don't know what other productive thing can come out of this conversation.
And it does seem like John McCain has been on a mission lately. He's going after the president on Benghazi and others in the White House. And then he's taking on his old friend Chuck Hagel in the confirmation hearing to be defense secretary. What is McCain after here?
Look, I think he's doing his job. He understands that his job as a senator is not to rubber stamp nominations. It's to advise and consent and to scrutinize these nominees. If not now, when? And I think what he's doing on Benghazi, what he has done along with other senators like Kelly Ayotte, like Lindsey Graham, is very important. Let's just think about this, okay? Were it not for the John McCain and Lindsey Graham and Kelly Ayotte going after this, we would still be thinking that Benghazi was due to a video. And that's not true. Because of their activity, there has been a scathing report about the negligence and the, breaches of security of the State Department. There have been recommendations made. There may be American lives saved in the future because of this saga with John McCain right now. So I'm very proud of him for having done it. Would not have happened, but it not for him and the others.
Are we any closer to finding out exactly what happened then and correcting it, or are we just sort of still on the hunt to figure out who in the White House may have done what or who didn't speak with whom? It doesn't seem that we're any closer. It seems like we're going after details that are about other things rather than finding a solution to this issue.
Oh, I think we're closer to finding out what happened. We are closer to finding out what happened today. We know more of what happened because there have been hearings, because there has been a review and a report, because there have been recommendations made, because it has been retraced, because it has been in the media. If not, we would not have found out the truth that we do now. There are still pieces missing. I still don't know. I don't know if you do. Who is responsible for the inaccurate talking points? I still don't know who made the choice to send Ambassador Susan Rice out to the talk shows. I heard Hillary Clinton, in the testimony she gave in front of the Senate, say it wasn't her.
Anna,
I never heard her say who it was.
Go ahead, LZ. Go ahead, LZ.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm all for trying to get to the bottom of things, but I'm also about prioritizing things as well. We're still trying to figure out all the details behind September 11, 2001, and that's been well over a decade. I don't think we're going to find out everything that went wrong with Benghazi over the next couple of weeks. And so what I would like to see is a more systematic way of handling this without using the press to get yourself more face time. There are ways in which you can continue to have an investigation and get your questions answered without appearing on Meet the Press as if you're going to find out every minute detail within the next 24 hours. If we haven't figured out the first September 11th, I think it's going to be a while before we figure out the second September 11th attack. Okay,
I want to move on now, and I want to talk about this immigration proposal that's supposedly going to come out next week. Marco Rubio, Anna, someone who you advise is blasting the White House's plan, saying it's dead on arrival. Why is the White House plan a bad idea?
I don't know. I think maybe because they want to show that they have their own bill, that they are doing something, they want some credit. You know, look, my friend who is a domestic policy advisor of the White House, Cecilia Munoz,
But I'll give you the final word if you could do it quickly.
Sure. You know, I don't really see how what the White House leaked was very much different than what Rubio and Senator McCain were trying to pitch just a few weeks ago. Outside of having a clear route in terms of making sure we don't get more immigrants crossing over into the border, I really see the plans as very much alike. And so this talk of Rubio saying it's dead on arrival, I mean, he's still got to convince his own party to get behind the bill that he's trying to propose as well.
Okay. All right. You guys have taken away time from our next segment, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick around, because coming back after the break, we're going to talk about your other passions, sports, the debate about whether the Washington Redskins should change their name in front and center again. That topic next. Some believe the name is offensive.